conversation once you have someone that you're sending referrals to up front, results in advance, we like to call it. The key is you got to have a conversation with them up front. You got to position on them a little bit more up front so you don't get in the situation where you're too afraid to have the conversation about how this is going to be, write these words down, mutually beneficial to the both of us. I want to find out a way that can be mutually beneficial. So they benefit and you benefit, okay? I have no problem saying to this business owner up front, listen, business owners know you're in business, okay? They understand that you're not just doing stuff for free. That's not how you stay in business, how you go out of business, okay? So if you're too afraid to have that conversation with someone up front, you shouldn't be in business because you don't really deserve the money. If you're not willing to tell people that's what you do for a living, you take money in, pay your bills, pay yourself, pay for your business, the same thing that they do, right? There's ways that businesses can work together that are mutually beneficial, especially in what you guys have been taught to do inside this training. You guys have all been taught how to generate leads utilizing the internet. That is very, very helpful. Now, if you guys were on last week's call when I talked about the gentleman that came over to my house, he's paying $37 for one tree removal or tree trimming lead from Thumbtack. It was split then by 5 different people. So this guy paid 37, this girl paid 37, this guy paid 37, this guy paid 37, blah, 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 right? 5 times. Right? So when I can come along and bring them exclusive referrals, exclusive leads to their business, that's mutually beneficial for them because they don't have to fight with so many people for the business. And it's beneficial for me because I get paid for this internet property that I went out there and produced. Okay. So I want you to make sure that you're not falling into the trap of not being transparent up front. This isn't a look at the monkey show. You know, this isn't a shell game. This is, hey, I get referrals. Okay, I'm going to send them over to you as long as you're a reputable company. Are you a reputable company? I want them to qualify themselves back to me, sell themselves on them. Okay, great. Okay, I'd like to do this. I want you to try these out for a little while. I'm going to call you in a few days. Now, the key to this too, guys, I've said this for the last 4 years running as long as I've been training this group. If you don't make the business owner money first, you will not get their business. Okay, let me say it again. If you do not make the business owner money first, you will not get their business. It's going to be very difficult. I'm giving a very blanket statement, okay, because we've all probably closed deals up front without making them any money. But if you want to tap the easiest way to get a deal done, to close a deal with a business owner, okay, I want you to put yourself in their shoes. I've said this exact same scenario before. There's a lot of new people on here. I'm going to say it again. If I went to any of you, I'm going to pick someone's name. I said, Darlene, you're in the internet business, right? You know how to generate, customers, and you do SEO and you can build websites. Okay. I'm going to send you over a couple referrals that I get from time to time, people looking for websites. Let me just use it really basic for people looking for websites. Okay. Darlene, I'm going to send them over to you. Okay. And first I want you to take the first number of them, free of charge. I'm not looking for anything. I want to make sure that there's a way that these types of referrals are what your business needs. And I want to find someone that's reputable too. Are you reputable, Darlene? Yes, I am. Dan, yes, I am. Okay, great. If I just sent Darlene 5 or 6 of these referrals and then called them up and then tried to work out and hammer out some deal, more likely than not, she's not sold on the value or the service that I bring to the table because she hasn't personally benefited from it yet, right? And that could be for a number of reasons. That could be because Darlene's not answering the phone. Shame on you, Darlene. That could be because they're mean to people on the phone. That could be because their prices are too high. That could be there's probably a million different reasons why businesses don't make every referral or lead that comes into their business, they don't turn it into a sale. I think the same thing is true if you guys are looking at any of your numbers. Every business owner that you sit down with doesn't just get out their wallet and hand you a credit card, right? So every business is going to have a certain close rate that they're going to close. Some better than others. Some treat people better than others. Some have better reviews. Some have better prices. Some have better overall service, right? Some are just nicer on the phone, right? But in the upfront, your job is to get them some referrals in, okay? Help them make their first dollar, right? You are the bill that helps them pay their bills if you're doing your job, okay? Now, I can't speak for every business owner out there. There's going to be some that are complete jerks. There's going to be some that their prices are out of this world. right? So you're going to run into challenges. Every business has some challenges, but if you do not make them some money first, you are shooting yourself in the foot by trying to ask them for money before you've made them any, okay? So for Darlene, the situation is I send her a bunch of people looking to get websites built, right? She strikes out 5 times in a row, okay? Then I call her up and I'm like, hey, I want to talk to you about that way we could work together. So here's what I do. Here's how I charge, da-da-da. And she's like, Dan, I haven't made any money yet from what you're doing, so I feel really reluctant to pay. So that's going to put you in the toughest spot possible to close. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying you're putting yourself in the toughest spot. It's going to be very difficult to turn that business owner from a non-believer to a believer if you haven't actually made them any money. Remember, we're the bill that helps them pay all the other bills. So in my best scenario for you guys to close these deals, once you sent some referrals over to this business owner, is number one, call out the elephant in the room up front. There's nothing to hide here. This isn't a shell game. Let them know, hey, we get referrals. I'd love to see if I could send them your way and see if there's a way we can work together in the future, something that's mutually beneficial for the two of us. But before we do that, I want to make sure these are the right types of referrals for you. By the way, are you a reputable business? Because I don't want my customers, dealing with someone that's not reputable. Yes. Okay, great, cool. Then you're gonna start sending the referrals in, right? And you might get 5 a week, you might get 5 a day. I don't know. Everyone's business and lead gen site's a little bit different. But no matter what that number is, you guys don't go and have a conversation until you've helped them make a couple deals, not just one. You might want to get in their ear after the deal one, right? So a lot of us have call tracking set up. Well, all of us have call tracking set up, and the call tracking records the phone calls, right? And we also get a record of anyone that comes through the lead gen form, right? If you're using Game Changer, that can help you with speed delete and all that good stuff. But nevertheless, you're going to know when they close their deal, right? You're going to know when a lead goes through to them, even if they didn't close it. So one thing that I like to do, and have done for many, many years, is when a lead comes in, before or whatever happens with the lead, doesn't matter right up front, I want to send them a text. Hey, Darlene, I just sent you over a referral. They called in at 1:33 this afternoon. I just want to make sure that you knew that came from us and just wanted to follow up with you and see, if it's the right type of client for what you're looking for. You might get some feedback. Dan, I talked to them. They were looking for something really, really cheap. We're a little bit more on the mid-level. Okay, now I know a little bit more about Darlene's business. She just gave me some insight that the lead that we sent them, the referral we sent them, didn't perfectly fit their mold. Okay, we don't have control over the people that call in, right? We know that they're going to be searching for certain things. Some people have crazy high budgets. Some people have crazy low budgets, right? Don't get yourself too caught up in that. Hey, cool, no problem. We'll get you on the next one. I'll see what I can do to make a little bit better of a referral for you. Okay, cool. Boom, the next one comes in. Again, I want you back in their ear. Imagine this. They're hearing the whisper when it comes in, but maybe one of their employees is taking the call. If you have CostLink set up, you can send the business owner a text message automated. I think it costs a couple cents. I don't know what it costs in there anymore. But you can send it over like, hey, we just sent you a referral with a download link, or you can send it an email or both, right? So you get these things. I want touch points, right? Touch points. The more time they see you in their face, the more they start going, wow, this person's like on it. Like they got some good systems in place, and you're not necessarily asking for anything. Right now, you're just playing poker with them. Okay, you want to get them some business, want to give them some referrals, want to stay in their face, you want them to know that that they are getting these referrals and that you're on top of the referrals that you're sending their reputable business. Okay.